about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I woke up this morning, got up with the rising sun. 3 little birds perched on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melody pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. I woke up this morning, got up with the rising sun. 3 little birds perched on my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melody pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about a thing.
Thank you. Clap.
All right, I'll do it.
Aloha, everyone. We all know what the beautiful chimes mean, don't we? Find your seat, yes.
Okay, so
I'm only laughing because when somebody actually switches a seat and they're not where they're supposed to be, I'm like, wait, why are you over there? So anyway, hey, get out of your comfort zone, I say.
So for those of you who don't know us, I don't know if there's anybody here that doesn't know us, but we're Reverend Rita and Reverend Patrick, and we are the spiritual directors of this beautiful thing called the Center for Spiritual Living Kaua'i.
That's where you clap.
And we have a lot going on. When we started June, we had nothing going on, and then we just we're very organic in what's going on. So,
so we'll say hello to Michelle, because Michelle's probably either
Michelle's
watching or will watch later, but we are the Michelle team today.
So the first thing we want to talk about, just very briefly, is this improv group that I am teaching, and how much fun we had on Tuesday night. And Ruth was even there. We just had the best time. Even Ruth, yes. And we all just had a great time playing together. That's what it was all about. And it's Tuesday at 6:30. Yeah, 6:30. I'll be there. So feel free to join us, because it's open. You don't have to come to all of them. We're going to be doing characters this week.
Ooh. Speaking of characters, on Thursday, We have a wonderful workshop taught by yours truly. I have to be really honest with you. It is one of the most exciting things that I have in my heart that I have wanted to present here. And I've done them before, but I've adjusted it to us. It's called Rite of Passage, your rite of passage. So I'm going to answer 2 questions that I'm getting on the phone about this workshop. It's 2 days. Do I have to go to both of them? Be lovely if you did, but no, I'm making them enough that they could be individualized on each day. The second part, the second big question, someone, is this about inner child work? But they don't say it with a lot of like joyous things. Are you exploring inner child? And the answer is yes. And the answer is no, we're not going to get on the floor. Nobody's going to be sucking thumbs, and we're not going to be doing all of that. But here's the deal with that. Here's the deal with that. I want to be really, really frank with you about it, because if you knew, as I'm sitting there, Rita does, how passionate I believe that this kind of work is in our philosophy about going to that inner you and actually giving it a voice, is powerful stuff. If you're not shifting, it was because you were probably sleeping during this workshop. So please, if your schedule is open, come. It's from 6 to 8, and I do know that there is a shift going on. The moment you even decide to come, the shift has already taken place. So there you go. And next week, men and women's meetings. Men will be across the street. The women will be here. You know the deal, but it's next week.
And then on the 24th of June, it's very important. Please mark your calendars. Especially if you are a member, and if you are interested in the center at all, you don't even have to be a member. We are moving forward to our global vision, and this meeting is about that. So please come and just be part of it. It's a very important meeting. So thank you for being there. And that's
people that we
the
don't
24th.
see, right? People that we don't see all the time. Please let them know this is about what's going to happen the next 2.5 years, and then what the future of our center is, and it's a good thing.
Right, and we will be live streaming it. For those of you who are off island and want to be part of it, we will be live streaming it. And one other very important thing is the lid gate cleanup. They
Yes.
postponed Earth Day because of the floods, and so now it's next Saturday. And we do create a team here of people to go together. I know other people here participate in other organizations, and that's great too. But if you would like to be part of the CSL Kauai team, we're going to be sealing the playground bridge like we do every year, and that's where we're meeting. It's in your program, and they serve lunch and take really good care of us. But come in work clothes, and that's about it. About that, yeah.
And a couple other, just pop them out on you. On June 20th, Reverend Diane will be having her meet and greet with the Fillmores, Myrtle and Charles. And they will not be here personally just to do that, because we did get a wonderful call, remember, that they said, is this going to be Louise Hay we're meeting, or is it about Louise Hay? And we had to let her know that Louise Hay had transitioned. So Myrtle and Charles not here. But Reverend
Diane
will be here, and they've been just wonderful.
Right, and all this stuff is in your program.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is we're kind of revamping our spiritual living circles in Kalaheo. Rebecca's back there.
Rebecca,
please
take a
talk
stand.
to her.
Take a stand. Thanks.
And
That's Rebecca in
if you live in the
Kalaheo.
Kalaheo vicinity or in Lihue, it's a great way for you to connect with community and just talk to Rebecca, all right? And there's some flyers in the back.
Absolutely.
And
last but not least is, do you remember Jivan?
yeah.
It's Kirtan time
He's
here
coming
at the center. He's coming on the 27th.
to do a kirtan with us here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just mark your calendar. And like I said, everything's in the back of your program.
And he gave me this, so we would look at it. That would be Ron Stover, hospitality. If you have any time, and on Sundays want to help out Ron, he would love it. The sign-up sheet is in the back. There you go. That's us.
That's
Big
it.
month, yeah?
It's a big month. It's just going to get bigger and bigger, guys. There's a lot to do, a lot of wonderful things to do. So let's just, I think we're ready. I'm not used to doing the announcements, so I think this is where we are right now. Okay, so let's just take a deep breath and settle in a moment of recognizing peace, that deep peace that resides within each of us, that place that is always there, that we get to just tune into anytime we want, anytime we need to, and recognizing that that peace that we so desire in this world is already here within us. So that's the place to find it. So let's just take a moment of silence for peace. And so I understand and recognize that the heart of God is peace, and that heart resides right where I am and right where each and every one of us is. That deep peace. And I know and claim that that peace that we feel, that we recognize in ourselves, is right now radiating out onto our planet and into our universe in a most magnificent way. And so I just let that be so, as I affirm, and so it is. Okay.
I'll put that back.
Thank you. All right, so again, welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. I'm going to be taking lots of breaths today, where we practice the ancient wisdom called the science of mind and spirit, also called quantum physics. And as I added yet last week, that we're Gnostics. We are, because we believe everything starts right here within us and radiates out into our world. And we recognize that we are that power and presence of this divine presence, God, whatever you want to call it, source, is right here where we are. We are expressing it. And the more that we can tune in and align with that and let it radiate into our lives from that place, deal with everything in our lives from that place, our lives change for the better. And I've recognized that in a lot of people that I meet in the 5 years that I've been here and in the 20 years I've been in this science. So welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai.
Thank you. Yeah, we woke up today and I said to Rita, I am so grateful for this teaching. I am so grateful for the principle that we can rest upon when things go a little south in our lives, right? That we have something we can depend on. And that's why this teaching is so important to get out into the world, that we have that opportunity to land somewhere that is always a guarantee, that will keep us safe and sound and filled with light. So, speaking of light, I don't know if we mentioned this light over here today, but Maria, this is Maria Christina. I just wanted to introduce her, our beautiful angel here on Sunday, and Louise, who keeps the rhythm going for us. Thank you so much. So I would like to ask, as we do every week, who is here for the very first time? And I know you're there. I know you're there in the back. There we go. All right, anyone else? Just give me those hands again. There we go. There we go. All right, so just so you'll know, and I actually know your name, but Patrice, guess what? We know some things about you that we like to share with the whole group, and I know you don't have a problem with that. Shall we? She's looking at her best friend here. She's like, "What is it?" So we're going to share it. So let's not keep you in suspense. Let us tell her what we know. What do we know? You are magnificent. Oh, Patrice, you are so relieved, aren't you? Thank you for bringing your consciousness in here. And we know that about you because we know that about ourselves, yes? Yes. So here it is. Let's say it together, shall we? I am magnificent. And since we are no longer a secret on this island because of Rob Jones back there with that beautiful camera that keeps us live streaming, and we're even notching that up again so that people are saying that it's falling out. It's not going to fall out soon. So they are out there, and I know Michelle's out there, and I know a whole bunch. This is a romper room moment, and I see my friend the Teals, and I see, but what we really see is
Michael
your
and Carrie.
and Michael and Carrie, and but what we really see is your magnificence. So shall we let them know? Okay.
Oh, Marion and Glenn.
Marion and Glenn,
Are magnificent.
Now, look to your left, to your right, behind you, in front of you. I don't care where you look, just tell them they're magnificent. Yeah, but all right, let's take that magnificent to on our feet and let's just have at it with our opening song. Ooh, is everybody ready?
We are ever opening, and love is healing everything. We are ever opening, rising up to spread our wings. We're all one in love. We're all one in love. All that we're made of reveals here in love. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine.
Letting our light shine. I am just overflowing with joy today, overflowing with love. If you could see from where I'm looking, you could see magnificence and love and just that wonderful thing called good, God looking back at me, God looking at God. Doesn't get any better, or does it? So I'm just bathing right here in the more of this feeling, the more of this love, more of this community, more of this thing called life expressing itself through each and every one of us right here, right now, in the only moment that there is, and that is the moment of now. I feel so blessed to be a part of this Ohana, this family that is going forward, this family of forward thinkers, this family of love, this family that says yes to life in every moment. So knowing that, I just say yes, 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 yes. And thank you, mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. We let it go, we let that magnificence shine, as together we say, and so it is.
We are ever opening, and love is healing everything. We are ever opening, rising up to spread our wings. We're all one in love. We're all one in love. All that we're made of reveals here in love. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine.
Shining bright.
Good morning. I have to change my hat from the earphones to up here. I'm Rob Jones, and I'm one of the Center's certified spiritual practitioners here. And I welcome you all here today, and I'm going to lead you into your meditation. So, if you would like to relax in your seat, take a nice deep breath, let the outside world fade away, and I have a seed thought for you to take in if you would like. This is from a lady named Emma Watson. She said, I don't want other people to decide who I am. I want to decide that for myself. I don't want other people to decide who I am. I want to decide that for myself. Enjoy your time. I don't want other people to decide who I am. I want to decide that for myself. And as you slowly come back to the room here from your peaceful meditation, what I know is that this room and this town and this island and this planet is filled with everything that is God, that is spirit, whatever we call it, it doesn't matter. But it is everything. It is love, peace, harmony, abundance, power. And I am immersed in this. I cannot be otherwise because I exist. And spirit is all that exists. And if I can know that for myself, I know without a doubt that it is for everybody else this same truth, that we are all immersed in all the goodness and love and support of spirit. And I declare that spirit has such unimaginable dimensions of gifts that spirit gives to us, that it comes to us before we even ask. And one of those very, very special gifts is volition, the right for us to choose, the ability to choose, the authority to choose and be co-creators with spirit to produce the lives that we desire, the lives we want, the manifestations in our lives, the things, the love, the abundance, anything and everything is ours because we have the power of spirit. Spirit is behind us, backs us, lifts us up, and gives us everything we need to co-create all that we want and desire. And so I am so thankful for this. I say mahalo, mahalo, mahalo for all that is here for us, all that is here now, and that all that is on the way in a better and brighter future. And so knowing this, I release my word, which really is the word of spirit, into the law, which is spirit in action, to produce that which we, spirit and I, spirit and we, co-create for ourselves. As we say together, and so it is.
Hello. That was wonderful, Rob. Thank you. We have our chant.
And to do together? Yeah, you can stay with us.
I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am. I am. I am that I am. I am that I am.
Thank you. And thank you, Rob, for that powerful treatment. Oh, and I love that idea of not wanting to be what the world wants me to be, but to be what I am. There's a lot in that, right? And another thing that came to me when he was saying that was that a quote that I heard this morning in the Science of Mind reading, and I'm paraphrasing it a little bit, but that we're dealing with an intelligence next to which the intelligence of the whole human race is nothing. That's the kind of intelligence we're dealing with when we talk about this law of our being, this co-creation that we have with spirit, that spirit in action that Rob called spirit in action. It's an intelligence that the whole human race could put all their intelligences together and it would be nothing compared to it. It is the thing that brings things through us to us when we set our mind to it. And we're talking this month about stepping up, because we really need to step up to bring the center forward, because it's kind of reached a plateau, and we'll talk about this more. It's reached pretty much a plateau, and we can feel it. It happened to us when we were at the Aston Aloha, where we're just like kind of brimming at for another breakthrough. And what I call that is divine discontent. And we've talked about that before, that there's something in your life, you don't know what it is, but you know that something inside you is like just brewing, right? And it's okay to sit with the I don't know for a while, but eventually you got to know, right? I remember when I lived in New Mexico, before I ever came into this teaching, and I was married and had 3 children, and my kids were getting to be grown and stuff, and I lived in this beautiful house, and I felt that feeling of something like inside of me. I wasn't really happy with what I was doing. Something was brewing. I didn't know what it was, but I would sit there still, like just sit there and not do anything about it, just sit there and kind of fester with it, kind of like cry and like go, why is my life like this? I don't know, something's supposed to be happening, nothing's happening, blah, 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 blah. But what I found was the answer, and I didn't know it at the time, but what was happening is my heart was calling me, and my heart, when I got in touch with my heart and started to go back into what I was passionate about, which at that time was theater. When I started to, because I had put it aside, like I can't do this now. It's not, it's not practical. It's not this. It's not that. But yet it was the thing that stirred me. So I did the artist's way, and I went back, and I still didn't know what was going on with me, but I just followed my heart. And then I went back into theater, and then one thing led to another, and pretty soon, I'm here. Now it took a while, but the path was great, because the path was the path of the heart. And the path of the heart takes you to many roads you don't even think you're going to go on. If you stay open to it. And I want to share that I have another boyfriend. No. you all know that I like you. No, you all know that I love Joe Dispenza. Well, now I'm into Greg Braden too. Sorry, Joe. No, but I'm into both of them. But I watched a little short clip that he had on the internet. It was so powerful, and it was when he was in the dilemma of whether he should follow science or whether he should follow his heart and go into this spiritual quest that he was on for, of learning about all the ancient wisdom and that. And his boss told him, you can't do both. You can't do both. And it's either one or the other. You can't have science and spirituality at the same time. And so he went to the top of Mount Sinai, he said. Anybody hear this story? It's a great story. He went to the top of Mount Sinai, and he sat there and asked the question, what should I do? What should I do? And the answer that came to him was, the voice that said to him was, if you were to leave this planet right now and never be able to come back again and be with the people that you're with, et cetera, would you feel that you had completed your life and what you came here to experience and accomplish? Would you feel complete? I'm going to read it in first person. If I were to leave this planet right now and never be able to come back again and be with the people I know at this time and are with, would I feel that I have completed my life and what I came here to experience and accomplish? Would I feel complete? What a great question, right? And his answer was no, I would not. And he said, then his quest began with, what would it take for me to feel complete? What would it take? And I think we all get this question at some time to ourselves. Like, I guess one of the most regretful things that people have when they leave this planet is they didn't accomplish the things they wanted to accomplish, or they didn't do enough of this, and they didn't do enough of that. And what a sad thing, right? What a sad thing. But if we follow our heart, and he did, and look what became of his life, and look what he's doing for our planet as far as, heart math and all these wonderful things, and bringing ancient wisdom back, and all these things that he's doing in book upon book upon book. If we do it, then that's what happens. And each one of us is so important, right? I always say that every Sunday. So you've got this divine discontent, or maybe you don't, but I think you do. If you're still here, you got something going. Otherwise, you might be on to another place. But if you've got this divine discontent, you got to put it into action at some point, and you got to follow your heart. And that's what I know is the truth is. And then you got to ask. Another question you can ask is, what do I really want? That's a really scary question to ask sometimes, because if you really ask that question honestly, you might get an answer that you didn't expect. And then what are you going to do? Because there's a difference between what I want and what I really want. What do I really want? So I encourage and invite you to ask yourself these questions this week. And when you get that knowing of what you really want, take the lid off it. Don't put limitations on it. Don't say, I can't have that because blah, 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 blah. Because what you're doing is you're looking at the world of form, and you're trying to create your dream from that place, or that desire of experience of life that you have. And like I said at the beginning of this, we're dealing with an intelligence next to which the intelligence of the whole universe, the whole human race, is nothing. So there are no limitations on your desires and on your dreams. That I know. And I know that that's what brought us here to Kauai, and I know that's what's going to take us to our next step. And I also know that, and I found this because different things in my life, and I don't want to go into the septic tank and that whole story. That'll be another talk. But wait for next week, till I'm a little more in tune with what's happening in our house. But what I know is that, now I don't know what I know. Okay, because I went off on a tangent. Or maybe I'm supposed to talk about the septic tank. Well, sometimes we do have to clean out our septic tanks. Especially on this island, right? And we have to, and in order to clean out those septic tanks, we might be putting Band-Aids on them all the whole time, right? Putting Band-Aids on our septic when it really just needs a cleaning out. And I think that sometimes that's true for our lives. And that's the metaphor I'm getting from my whole experience with this whole plumbing experience in our house, which will probably be a never-ending saga for next week's talk. But yeah, so are you putting a Band-Aid, or are you really saying, what do I really want? Clearing out the septic tank, realizing your life is unlimited, and then you get to do whatever it is that you really are here for you to do, so that you're not asking the question, I'm not complete, or answering the question with, I'm not complete. But I know how to get complete, and it's by following our heart. And I can't wait to learn more and more and more about that. So with that said, I want to talk about two people who are here today. When I think about these two people, I have to tell you guys, because some of you know them. It's Terry and Marilyn Taylor who are here, and they're here by a miracle, really. And I think they know that they're here with us, and they love to come to see us. And these two people, I have to tell you, and I hope you'll all go up to them and just give them a hug, because they're a big reason why we're here. They have never let us down from the moment we left Kauai, in Los Angeles, till this very moment. They've always been there for us in a myriad of ways, and mostly with consciousness that said, I believe in you. And I know that we all have those people in our lives, but I want to honor them today because, and they're looking the other direction, Marilyn is, because I just know that's exactly what it is, and it's truth. And I'm going to sing a song for them because Terry, but before I do, Terry just became a minister. Yes. And he just was licensed a couple of months ago. And I'm going to tell you that this guy, he was in our ministerial class, and he didn't make it the first time because he didn't know he was ready. Let's put it that way. we all knew he was ready, but he didn't know he was ready. But he didn't give up. He just kept going at it because it was his dream. It was what he wanted. And he went against incredible obstacles to become that minister. I know, and I know he has great things in store for him. And I know that his wife that walks by his side and ahead of him a lot of the times and behind him, holding him up and all that. And she has her own mission and her own ministry in her own right too. That the spirit that moves through them is going to give them everything that they could ever require, and it's never over. It just continues. So I sang this song last month, but I thought it was the perfect song to sing for Terry and Marilyn. And so I'm going to just do that, and Jonathan's going to help me. And this song was sung to me when I became a minister. You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings. And with every step you take, bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is found in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing. Amazing. You will do amazing things. All the places you will go and the people you will know. Don't worry where or how or when. You don't have to know right now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what each day brings. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes and take a breath and smile. Let's just all take a breath and settle into that place of unlimited potential. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes and take a breath and smile. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do
amazing things.
And that goes for all of us. Thank you, Terry and Marilyn, for being such wonderful, amazing examples. Aloha.
Mahalo. I'll get that.
What is that?
Wow. Just giving us time to pause. Thank you. Yes, my thanks to both of you and this support, but mostly just that daring, and I can say this because, well, I'm standing up here and you're sitting there, and I can say that it was, Terry's not afraid to look at his inner child too, and it was part of that inner child, I believe, that came up and was able to say, this is what I really, really, really want, and to listen to that. So mahalo to both of you. So here we are. What do you really, really want? Last week, if you'll remember correctly, we talked about how may I serve you? Do you remember that? What a beautiful thing. And if you weren't here, we talked about how may I serve you, and that faithful servant that we call the law. The law, love leads the way, and the law makes it so. How great and how easy. What is that? We make things a little complicated sometimes, don't you think? Yeah. Sometimes we become addicted to drama, but nobody in this room, so I won't even go there. I love this quote by E.E. Cummings. It says, "It takes courage to grow up and turn out to be who you really are." It takes courage to grow up and turn out to be who you really are. That's all we came here to do. What a glorious little rite of passage we all started with, right? That idea of, here you are, complete and whole, but we're going to forget that, and we're going to go on a path to find out where we started. Crazy God. So last week we did that, right? So now this week we're saying, last week, how may I serve you? And now it's, what do I really want? And the word is really, not what do I want? Or what does Rita want? Or what does who want? My parents, my husband, wife, whatever, the people next door, what do they want? No, it's what do I really, really want? And I just kept going all week with that idea of really. Because really takes us a lot deeper. Oh, I want this, I want that, I want, oh. But what do I really want? Because sometimes I think, at least in my experience, why I'm afraid at times to tell you what I really, really want is I'm afraid I'm not going to get it. And if I want it from you, then we're all in a little bit of trouble. Because what if you really, really, really don't want to give it to me? Oh, gosh, the relationship of life, right? What if you really, really don't, follow your dream, light up the world? Yeah? No, actually, that's not my vision whatsoever. Oh. Well, do I negotiate? What do I do now? You stay with what I really, really, really want. Here's the real deal. If we really, really, really don't have what we want, once again, I'm going to take a nice deep breath and tell you I love you. If we really, really, really don't have what we want, we have not claimed it. Because that's the only thing that's missing. We must claim it. When it says, how may I serve you, you must really, really, really know what it is that you want. What do you want yes to? What do you want the word yes? And boy, we search after it. And this has been a delightful week for Rita and I. We've been doing a lot of meetings. Love the meetings. Who knew that a minister, really the two M's, minister meetings? Because you're constantly meeting, and we're really starting to do that now, meeting with beautiful leadership and meeting with people, getting to know them, saying, what is it that we're doing together? And here's the vision, and where are you at? And I'm really excited about a meeting I had because this person said what they will do and what they won't do. Oh, it's so easy. I was telling my buddy Charles back there, I was saying how easy it would be if we got that clear. This is what I really, really want. Can you give it to me? No, but this is what I really, really, really can give to you. And then everybody's clear. And sometimes clarity takes us in a different direction. But after we really, really, really know what we want, we have to really, really believe it. And then after we really, really believe it, I think there's a missing ingredient. Why? Why is this so important to me to really, really, really have it? And I was thinking of that today. I was thinking, I watched a gentleman his name is Michael Jr., and he's a comedian. Excuse me. And in the middle of his routine, he stops and then asks people, just gets to know the audience, kind of like what we do here. And except you don't get dialogue. So here's the deal. So we asked this gentleman who was a singer, this African American. He was just so powerful. And he looks over. He goes, "So what do you do?" He says, "I'm a singer." "No, I'm a musical director." "Oh, so you must sing." "So sing Amazing Grace," a couple bars from that. And he, "Amazing Grace." And then he went on and on. And he said, "Wow, that was wonderful." And people were like, "Really?" And it was good. It was very deep. Amazing grace. Then he said, "But I want to ask you something. I want you to do it now like your brother just got shot in the hood, and you're trying to find some way to get through the pain and out of the hood and your family and everything." He went into a version of Amazing Grace that would just knock you to the floor. It was no longer hello. It was wrenching. It was Amazing Grace. And he didn't move. He didn't stand up. He just went. You could tell it was just breathing through him. And the comedian, speaker, whatever you want to call it, said, "Now this is an example. When he sang the first time, he did what he knew. He knew how to sing, so he gave it to you. When he sang the second time, he sang it from why, from the why. And that's what why. I said to myself this morning, I woke up, I said, why, just a little profound question to throw out in the morning. Why did I wake up today? Something simple like that. Why? Why did I decide to get out of the bed? Because I've done it thousands of times before that? And I thought, well, really, if you ask yourself the question about why, I said this morning, when we know why, nothing can keep our want from us. Yes. When you know your why, Michael Jr. says, your what has more purpose. I'm going to read that again. When you know your why, your what has more purpose. So I said, what had happened this morning? What did you do this morning? I got up. I meditated with Rita's boyfriend, Joe. And then I also wrote my blog, and I contemplated. Kind of that's what I do in the morning. Not very exciting, but until you talk about why did I meditate? I meditated because I wanted to commune with a spirit and with a power that runs, Patrick, that runs through me, as me. Oh, that's why I meditate. Do you see the passion in that opposed to why did I contemplate? Because the more I contemplate, the better decisions I make. The more I contemplate what I really, really, really want to feel, what I really want to be. I'm able to be more, to do more, to all of that. Why do I write a blog? I write a blog so that my contemplation can have form. My contemplation can be put out into the world. And then the bonus is maybe somebody will read it and it'll give them a shift for their day. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. I love Simon Sinek because he's the king of why. If you've ever watched his TED Talks, he's wonderful. But this is something that I just get very excited about. He says, working hard for something you don't care about is called stress. Working hard for something we love is called passion. Working hard for something you don't care about is called stress. Working hard for something we love is called passion. And then a lot of people say, well, not everybody, Patrick, I got to work for a living. I've had that one say, I got to work for a living. What, I don't have time for the passion stuff. I got to work, make a living, do that. And I was thinking about Costco, because that's my home away from home. And because what I like to do sometimes at Costco, just to let you in, I just like to walk around in the bigness of it all. Wow, 32 ketchups. Wow. Ziploc for a year. Chicken, sorry, vegetarians. Chicken, $4.99. And so what I know about that, I said, well, how about if you've ever met, I know some people that used to work at Costco, but do you just work at Costco? What do? I work at Costco. Oh, no, you don't. You are a cruise director, man, for all the tourists that come in this place. You are an absolute server. And you're a server of the people on the island that need a little bit of help trying to make those little ends meet. You're not just working at Costco. The ones that just working at Costco, you can tell it in their being. I've met them. I've talked to them. But the ones that came to work today because they said, ooh, I'm serving today. I know a gentleman that I saw him out there putting those the carts in, and he was practically dancing. And he was like, I love people. I love talking to all the people, and it's just, and I tell them where to go, and this, blah, blah, blah. I love people. And I walked up to him, I said, you're a minister. You're a minister. You are ministering at Costco. So yeah. He also says, Simon Sinek says, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And so I had another meeting I'm going to share with you, and then I think we kind of got the point of this whole time together today about what you really, really want. And she's a wonderful leader in our center. And I'm not, I hate this little guessing game thing. It's Deb. Okay, so I'm, you know what I mean? It's like someone, a person, and it's like just Deb. Okay, so we had a meeting about some things, and I told Deb how much I valued the honesty and the daring to be honest with you, even if you think that it may not work. So I'm going to share just a little piece, because I like blank canvases, because that's all my possibilities. I can paint all my whys on there, and it's colorful, and I can use all the colors. So we were going through some things because we're coming up with the meeting. It was just one little aspect because she's doing a little, like, one page for us. And she talked about my beautiful painting over here, about this. And then she had the audacity, the boldness, to give me her opinion. And so then I immediately pulled off of the defensive train and said, no, I want to hear. I want to be open. And that's what trust is. That's what love is. And she said with beautiful, this is wonderful. Your vision is beautiful. What is it that you really want? This is stale. Oh, girl, I thought you said stale. And she said, it did. I said, well, it's not that it's, it's flat. She said, and not to mention, I'm just pulling her all out of school because she's a wonderful coach. And she said, this was in 2013. And exactly what are you trying to say? I sat in at the Kauai beach resort and did this and Baba. That was my passion. And she said, this is what I would suggest. Why don't you look at this? She said, and did you know that I was still beaming? And we were hugging at the end too. So she said, why don't I'd like to see you and Rita sit down with a blank canvas. And I'm going to tell you something, because I didn't even know I was going to say this today. This makes me want to cry. Makes me want to cry because I am willing, we are willing, and this goes for everybody, to look at the blank canvas again. I'm not so fond of the word stale, but I'll take it in the... And so everything may be on there. That's the great thing. That's the Michael Beckwith bounce. It may still all be there, but see it with new eyes. That's what I urge all of us to do. Get up in the morning with a new way to do it. Look at the new day. It's never happened before. Look at this beautiful. Look how beautiful this is. Oh my God, your imagination is soaring right now. You're not being told what this is or what that isn't. Yours is imagination gone wild. But I want to know who's going to pay for the artist to do the new thing is what I want to. With my heart wide open, valuable lesson. Thank you, Deb. Valuable lesson because what I also learned is I have the capability to trust enough to listen. She didn't say, go do that. She said, here's an idea. What are you going to do with it? Whew. Yeah, there we are, everyone. This has nothing to do about building property. This is about building consciousness. This is about each one of our lives being daring enough right here today to say, I will live in the blank canvas. I will live there, and I will see whatever colors come from me. Pretty fun, yeah? Just think we printed out all of those things for them. And I have to say, the funniest part about it is because we have it at the bottom of her thing. And she goes, no, I wouldn't put it there either. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're pretty much mixing the whole thing. Is that what's happening? But this is what it is. So I entertain right now and just bless all of your blank canvases. Today's the day we get to start again. This moment we get to start again. Yes, it's something to woo about, isn't it? So, knowing that, all I got to say is, bless you, all you beautiful blank canvases. Paint away. Namaste.
In this very room, there's quite enough love for one like me. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for one like me. And there's quite enough peace and quite enough power to make it through any fear. For spirit, pure spirit, is in this very room. And in this very room, there's quite enough love for all of us. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all of us. And there's quite enough peace and quite enough power to make it through any fear. For spirit, pure spirit, is in this very room. this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all the world. And there's quite enough peace and quite enough power to make it do any fear. For spirit, pure spirit, is in this very room.
You do.
Oh, what a perfect song in this very room. And I also feel a divine urge to give my Deb a hug. Only because I just pulled you right out. But it showed you
But in a good way.
in a wonderful way. I know you don't. Well, this is our time of affirmative giving, our time of investment. Investment not only in CSL Kauai, but investment in yourself. Everything that comes through here, just to let you know, 10% goes back out into the world in some nurturing fashion, because we strongly believe in tithing. Rita and I started this with that idea of that circulation, and we're continuing it to this day. And so I just want to say thank you to the people online. I want to say thank you to all of you. I want to thank you for everything that you do. And just remember, there is so much more. You can never outgive God. That's the good news. That's what when I learned that I can't outgive God, then I relaxed. And that didn't mean, I pulled out everything. It just meant that I could put a little bit, I put another $1 because I out God. So I learned to go where you are in this place. So thank you for your consciousness as well that you bring through these doors so that we can light it.
And I just want to add one thing. I just want to let you know that we had a very generous month between last month and this month, and we were able to give two large donations, one to the Kamalani Playground, who nurtures our children, and the other one to the Kauai Hospice, who we feel nurtures this island in huge ways. So they got some of our tithe this last month, just so you know.
Yeah, so your energy is going out into the world. It's so beautiful, right? Your energy, no matter what it is going out there as well. So we have a sacred investment affirmation. Sounds very bankish, but doesn't it? But it's sacred here. Say it with me, please. I freely and joyously give from the abundance and fullness of my overflowing wealth, knowing my gift goes with love as it touches and blesses Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, my life and the world. And so it is.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful.
Well, I hate to say this, but it's Rita's fault. Her talk about the septic tank. I'm so grateful for the flow.
I love your mom. Okay.
Anyway, we don't determine where it comes from or where it goes. It's just so grateful and thankful. We are blessed. We are blessed in this center. Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo. And so it is.
And so it is. Oh, Lordy. Is there nothing sacred here at CSL Kauai?
Just, you got to be careful when you give Rob a microphone. Okay.
Just when we thought it was safe.
All right, I think our children are somewhere. Where are they? Are they there? Oh, goodness, they're not there. Okay.
But in the meantime,
we'll ask those that are serving as practitioners and to come forward.
Yes, Rima is here today.
Rima is here, our new practitioner.
And we still have our building fund right here.
And yes.
With a pure imagination. Yeah.
Rima. And anybody else besides Rima?
Rob will be.
Peggy will be. Okay, that's great. So we have 3 people that are going to come up and be practitioners. I'll talk about that in a moment. Let's just move to the children.
There's Janice. Give it up for Janice and
Yay.
the kids here.
Good morning. Good morning. We had a great time today using tea leaf to make leis. And Amelia was already a master lei maker, and so she shared things with me. And we talked about how leis are a great way to show friendship, love, to honor, and show respect for people.
Anybody else want to say anything or anything? No?
One thing I do have to say about here is that rumor has it that Malia is turning 1 year old, and I thought this would be a wonderful time to maybe give her a pre-happy birthday song. What do you think? You ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Malia. Happy birthday to you. Thank you, Janice. Let's give the kids our affirmation.
We have an affirmation. It's over here.
Oh, you ready?
You are amazing.
You are perfect. You are magnificent. And we love you. And we send it out into the universe, all the children in the world. Thank you. Thank you, Janice. All right, so to go back to our Dr. Peggy, are you going to? No, I think Diane had to leave. I think she told. Yeah, you're leaving? Oh, okay. All right. Are you going to be up here?
Yeah.
All right. So we have Dr. Peggy, we have Reverend Diane, we have Rima and Rob coming up soon. Okay, so what this is all about is we have spiritual practitioners in the center. Ministers are practitioners. Do you want to come up too, Terry? Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Yay, yay. It's nice to have some more male energy too. Okay, so if there's something going on in your life or something that's stirred within you because of what we said today, or then you want to know more about that and you want the truth affirmed about it, that's what practitioners do. They affirm the truth and speak their word into the law, in which we all live in, that one mind, that one creative medium, and help you and assist you to know that for yourself. So just utilize them. And if you want something deeper, this is just like a treatment. If you want something deeper, we encourage and invite you to do a practitioner session or a minister session. Yes. Okay?
And just one other thing, we have the sign-up sheets are back there, so it really helps us when we're putting on, like for her improv on Tuesday or my workshop on Thursday. It really helps just to have a ballpark who's coming so we can get all of our materials. Okay? So thank you. There's a lot going on out there.
So I think we're good to sing our closing
We are.
song.
Everybody want to stand up and...
Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Oh, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Love upon love upon love, all out to beating as one. Light upon light upon light, shining as bright as the sun. So let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Oh, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through.
And right now and right here, I am letting the way of the heart shine through as I give thanks for this amazing time we've had together, knowing the Spirit is here, was here, always is here. There's nothing we can do to escape it. It is who and what we are, that magnificent intelligence. And I am so grateful to know that, grateful that we got the opportunity to be here today and to raise consciousness together. And I am grateful for all the people that served today, our Malama team, Deb, Emma, and Angela, our practitioner in service, Rob, and who also did live streaming, and Jonathan, who always guards our sound and makes us go out into the world with that. Arlena and Peter for the flowers, thank you so much. Hospitality team today was Charles, who took over for Ron Stover, and we thank you, Charles. Yay, yay, yay. And the bookstore, Roseanne, and the music, Maria and Louise, and our youth always, Janice, and of course George when he's here too, and he is. And our collection stewards today were Sue and Roseanne, I guess. Yes? Okay, cool. And all these beautiful practitioners and ministers standing here ready to serve you. I thank it all. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am blessed by just knowing all of you and having your consciousness here. We are blessed. So mahalo, mahalo, and let it be so, as we say. And so it is.
Let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Oh, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Love upon love upon love, all hearts are beating His word. Light upon light upon light, shining as bright as the sun. So let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through. Oh, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart, let the way of the heart shine through.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's great to see you.
Music that you two provide is so inspiring. I love it. It's important for the ceremony.
Thank you so much. It's really sweet. Thank you so much, Lou.
Good stuff as always. Thank you.